Hey y'all, this is A. Renee from Journal, Jot, and Jive. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey there. All right, by the title, it should say, it's a new year, but my old debt is still here. All right, y'all, so I know some of y'all are like, finally, you have a debt confession video. I know you're looking at my notebook. I'm not sure if I'm going to write anything or if this is just going to be an overview video to bring y'all up to speed in 2024 of what A. Renee has to do, what's going on, and all of the above. So, I don't know. Y'all might can listen to this like it's a podcast because me trying to write and talk to y'all at the same time may not very well work. But I said, let me do a recap of what's going on. So as this year goes on, you'll be able to see my journey unfold. Okay, so let's first start off with, in order for it to make sense, let me rewind a little bit. All right, so a little bit about me. And before I say that, let me tell y'all, I have battled with myself on how I wanted to show up on this segment of Journal, Jot, and Jive. Parts of me, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be as transparent because I have line sisters that follow me. I have best friends that follow me, family members that follow me. Now, mind you, best friends, family members, they know my life, right? I have coworkers, former hair co-workers, not really co-workers, we were like sweet mates and all of that. I also have current co-workers that follow my channel. Then I was like, girl, you done showed the world a lot of your life already, so people gonna talk about you regardless. If they talk to you now, they don't talk to you, they talk on the side, and I don't want to miss my blessing because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. All right, so in order for you all to be able to follow this journey, possibly pick up some of the things, it has to make a little sense. So let's go back to last year, February, where I walked away from hair. I was like, all right, y'all, this ain't making sense. I paid over $18,000 for booth rent alone. I did hair. If you do not know, I did hair for over 20 plus years when you add it all together. But I returned back to the hair industry in 2019 full time. The pandemic said, what up? And things they got good and then they didn't. I also have Journal, Jot, and Jive, where I used to sell tangible products, and somewhere along the way I self-sabotage. That's for a Journal with Me video, all right? So I just did not find my zhush in that space, and not because I don't have it to do, I just self-sabotaged. And I'm currently reading a book called The Big Leap right now, which is helping me with that chapter of my life, and returning to therapy will help that. All right, so in February when I decided to leave, I ain't had no job. I still had a couple of clients, which I still do, where I would go to their house, but I did not have things figured out. And so through that space between February and, oh my gosh, y'all, February and what's that month called? February and July, I was figuring life out. I was making a little bit of money here and there, but not enough. Also, to preface that, because y'all probably like, girl, how you still got a roof over your head? I live with my sister. We have a good relationship, so it's nothing like that. But I do desire to be back on my own, and I'm like, I got to figure it out, right? And so one of the things I realized is I have to get out of debt, and I have to have a better relationship with money. So between February and July, I went through a major depression. I went through parts of not knowing how to figure it out. And then I woke up one day and said, pull it together. You somebody, mama, you somebody, and you gonna have to figure this thing out before you take yourself out. All right, so had a friend that suggested a job. She was very open and honest, and she was like, yo, I don't know if you would like this job, but it has the flexibility. It does not pay a lot. She was very upfront with it. By this time, I had already applied for several jobs and was getting overlooked merely because people looked at me like, hey, she does hair. Does she even qualify, right? I probably have more skills than the average, but they looked at me like I was just the stylist, and in my mind at the time, I was putting that out in the atmosphere. I didn't tell them I was just a stylist, but my energy put that out, right? So I finally got hired at the job where I currently work. And that leads us to why you will hear a lot of my videos titled Getting Out of Debt on a Low Income, right? And so I often see a lot of videos on here that market themselves as low income videos, and it drives me insane. I'll preface it by saying it does depend on where you live, right? It's relative to where you live because every state's cost of living is different. So definitely California, what's the other place? New York, certain areas, when people say low income and it's a higher amount, it definitely is low income for them. But for the most part, when I see people title their videos, how to get out of debt on a low income budget, and I'm clicking on it so I can get some inspo. And y'all, I was about to curse. And y'all making like $100,000 talking about living on low income, and you ain't even in Cali? I'd be like, bruh. So I said, fit yourself in a space if you can't see yourself enough. So let me stop rambling and tell y'all. I currently make a little under $35,000. And I know y'all like, oh my God. And that's my W-2 job. In addition to that W-2 job, I have a couple of hair clients that I still go to their house and service. So I'll make anywhere between, it just depends on the month. We're going to round it to $300. Sometimes it could be $400 a month. So that's an extra $400. I recently started getting paid again on YouTube because I've been a little more active. That's going to round right now because I ain't doing numbers. You know, y'all ain't watching the ads yet. You know, y'all ain't all the way bought into me just yet. So right now, I might clear $120, $145. I have not hit $200 yet on YouTube. All right. So what did I just give y'all? An extra $600 per month, possibly, in addition to my income per month. Now, I know some of y'all like, girl, how you gonna get out of debt? Friend, I don't know. We're gonna figure this thing out together. So to give you a couple of overviews of what I currently owe, and my biggest debt yet is my IRS bill. I owe the good old IRS. The last time we checked in, it was $17,000 and some change. It's probably up to $18,000 and some change. That means I owe over half of my income to the IRS. So what have I done and what do I plan to do so that I can navigate through this? We have to write down all of my expenses. We have to cut as many expenses as we can. Now, y'all ready for part 2? I have a senior. I have a son that's a senior. I am a single mom. I'm not going to do the sad violin single mom story. I'm just going to tell y'all like it is. I'm a single mom with help from my mom, my sister, and some of my friends. When they can help here and there, they do. But I don't get no income from the upside. All right? No, he's not on child support. We ain't going down that road. I know some of y'all gonna be like, girl, I could never. You don't want to. You could never and don't. All right? But this is just my journey. And so senior year is very expensive as well. So that is another caveat to my story. And I will not let my son's senior year not be enjoyable because of where I am. I'm going to make it happen how I can. All right. So I really, today's video, just wanted to come and talk to y'all like it was a little podcast. That's what I wanted to do and give y'all a starting point. Some of you all have watched my video. Lord, how long is this? I've been talking to y'all for 9 minutes. Jesus, that's a long time. So I have already started the layout. I have not finished, filled in anything, but the next video, I assure you, y'all will have something to look at more in depth than you already have. If you're new to the channel, then this is new to you. Hey there, hey. So this is my financial journey section inside of my planner. And then when you turn, I have an index. So I did already start filling out some pages and setting up the pages. They're not full of the information that they need just yet. Here's my financial brain dump for the year. Have we checked anything off on here yet? Not yet. Oh, yes, we did. Boom, look at that, baby. We are checking stuff off. We checking it off, checking it off. By the way, if y'all didn't know, I'm y'all country friend. Hey there, I'm country when I want to. You might hear a little bit of hood, a little Decatur every now and then. I can't promise you nothing Valley or anything else. And you're going to hear a couple of words misspelled. No, you may see some words misspelled from time to time, and you may hear something that you like, that ain't a word. Judge yourself. All right, so one of the things was to open an account for my son. He got to open his own account actually before 2023. Look at this, checking off things. And there's a thing on here that says find another stream of income. I do have the ability to pick up some extra hours at my job if the daggone folks at the top would just click the button. I can make some more money, but we'll talk about that when that happens. All right. Yep. That's all y'all got for right now off of that. Stay tuned. Then we have resources. My resources will be some of the channels that I watch, that I get ideas from, books, anything like that will be listed on this page. This is just blank because we don't know why. And then we start with each month. If you checked out my video yesterday, I told y'all I didn't do something right. And LB Plans helped me realize that, number one, I get paid semi-monthly, which means I get paid on the 15th and the last day of each month, right? So technically, December 31st, which we did not get paid because I'm in the school system, is a whole zhush. You ain't gonna understand that, so let me not make you understand. But anyway, my last check should have been my first check for January, and she didn't do that right. She didn't do that right. So y'all won't see a paycheck budget type of situation until I get paid on the 12th. Oh, and do I need to get paid on the 12th? All right, so that will be over here. So you will see like my budget and then my paycheck budget. And so I've set those up for each month. Then we have all my lovely debt. Because what did the title say? It's a new year, but my old debt. Baby, it's still here. All right, so these are all the different people that I got to pay. Hey there. Yep, still there. All right, so I'll go in and I'll put that information. When I show you this page, I will have to black some things out. Notes. Oh my God, I'm chewing gum in y'all ear. That is, see, what did I tell y'all? Sometimes I do not have any couth. All right, and then this is health as well. That's me brainstorming ahead of another section. All right, so that's my financial section, and it will house quite a bit. And I look forward to showing you that. But today, I just wanted to come and talk to y'all on this second day of January 2024, the year of our Lord. And y'all are now probably still with y'all mouths hanging open and saying, this girl said she make what? I could never. Well, I hope you never have to. All right, y'all, this is A. Renee, and I will see y'all on the next debt confession video. At the end of the month, I have decided y'all will get one at the top of the month and one at the end of the month. It allows me to get quite a bit done and discuss with you all what I have done, what I will be doing moving forward. All right, so for this month, if you need an idea on what to do, one of the things I will be doing is printing out my last couple of bank statements, which was supposed to be done these past 2 weeks on my break. It ain't happened. And I will be highlighting and updating my Xero account. Hopefully Hopefully soon I'll be able to explain Xero a little bit more, but I need to work with my accountant because I want to at some point be able to offer that product to you, but she ain't ready. She got a whole lot to do right now on her own end. So at some point I'll share more details about the systems that I am using to get me all the way together. All right, so that's what I'll be working on, filling in that budget sheet and cutting down some debt in places that I can possibly do so. All right. So I done talked to y'all for a good old less than 15 minutes. It's been good. Straight off of work. Straight off of dropping my son off to work. Because I care.